We're talking about a 1976 Washington quarter with no mint mark that could be worth up to $1.5 million. Yes, you heard that right. $1.5 million. If you're between the ages of 30 and 70 and you've held on to some old coins from the 70s, you do not want to miss this video. In 1976, America celebrated its bicentennial, marking 200 years of independence. The U.S. Mint released special commemorative coins, including the quarter, half-dollar, and dollar coins. These coins were unique, featuring dual dates 1776 to 1976, and special reverse designs. The 1976 quarter featured a colonial drummer on the back, a big change from the traditional eagle. Millions were made, but here's where it gets interesting. Most 1976 quarters were minted in Philadelphia, Denver, or San Francisco, marked with a P, D, or S, but a very small number came out with no mint mark at all. Now, you might say, wait, Philadelphia quarters often had no mint mark. True. But in this case, experts believe that a rare error occurred during the production of proof coins made for collectors, and one of those ultra-high quality coins made it into circulation without a mint mark. And one of those coins, graded in near-perfect condition, is believed to be worth up to $1.5 million on today's market. Here's how you can tell if you have the golden ticket sitting in a jar at home. Look at the date. Must say 1776, 1976. Only quarters with this dual date are relevant. Check for the mint mark. Turn the coin over to the front, Washington's head. Look just behind his neck if there's no D, S, or P. Keep going. Coin quality. The rare $1.5 million version is likely a proof coin that somehow escaped. Look for mirror-like shine, sharp details, and no signs of wear. Get it graded if your quarter matches all the above. Send it to PCGS or NGC, the top coin grading companies. Recently, collectors and investors have paid thousands for high-grade 1976 quarters. But that one rare no mint mark proof error has been valued at up to $1.5 million. Especially in top condition. Coin experts believe fewer than 5 of these coins are out there, possibly even just 1 or 2. Tease the combination of the missing mint mark, proof quality, and historical significance that make it so incredibly rare. Take clear, close-up photos of the coin, check it under a magnifying glass or jeweler's loupe. Cleaning it can destroy its value. Contact a certified coin dealer or grading company. Consider sending it to PCGS, Professional Coin Grading Service, or NGC, Numismatic Guarantee Company. They'll tell you what it's truly worth. Just imagine, a coin you've had for decades, maybe handed down from a parent or tucked in a coffee can, could be the key to a 6-figure, even 7-figure payday. If you enjoyed this video and want more coin treasure hunting tips, don't forget to like, subscribe, and click that notification bell so you never miss a chance to find the next $1 million coin. Let us know in the comments. Do you have a 1976 quarter with no mint mark? Or another coin you want us to look into? Hi everyone. Welcome back to the channel where we talk all about rare coins, hidden treasures, and how you can turn your old change into cold, hard cash. Today's episode might just blow your mind, because we're talking about a 1966 Washington quarter with no mint mark. That sold for over $1.4 million. That's right. A simple quarter, the kind you might find in a drawer, an old coin jar, or your parents' change collection, could be worth more than most new cars, or even a house. So how do you know if your 1966 quarter is the $1 million kind? Quick history of the 1966 quarter. Approximate 1 minute. Let's go back to 1966. The U.S. was in the middle of the Vietnam War. Lyndon B. Johnson was president, and silver coins were disappearing fast due to rising metal prices. So, in 1965, the U.S. Mint stopped using silver in quarters. Host, voiceover, the 1966 quarter was made with a copper-nickel clad, not silver, and it was not supposed to be worth more than 25 cents. But here's the twist. Some of these coins were struck with errors or unique features that make collectors go crazy for them. Why one 1966 quarter is worth $1.4 million. Approximate 2 minutes. Now, let's talk about the $1 million quarter. The specific 1966 quarter that fetched $1.4 million at auction wasn't just any quarter, it was a high-grade, mint-condition specimen, with an error so rare it's almost one of a kind. Experts believe it was likely a special mint set error or an experimental piece. It was graded MS-68 by a professional grading service, meaning it's nearly perfect, with no scratches, perfect luster, and sharp details. Only one or two examples of this coin have ever been seen in such flawless condition. That's what makes it so incredibly valuable. Alright, now for the part you've been waiting for. How to check if your 1966 quarter is worth anything. Check the date, flip your quarter, and make sure it says 1966, no surprises there. No mint mark. 1966 quarters were all struck without a mint mark. So don't worry if yours doesn't have one. Look at the condition. If your coin is shiny, has no scratches and sharp details, that's a good sign. Coins in poor shape, scratched, worn, or dirty are usually worth face value. Unusual features. Does it look different? Double stamping, odd colors, missing letters, thick rims. These are all red flags, in a good way, that it might be rare. Get it graded. Want to know for sure? You'll need to send it to a professional service like PCGS or NGC. Costs a little, but for a chance at $1 million, worth it. Now, to keep it real, most 1966 quarters are worth 25 cents. Maybe a couple dollars if they're in great shape. But that's coins with a grade of MS-65 or higher can sell for $20 to $75. Not bad for something you might find in your pocket change. And if you happen to have that rare, high-grade, experimental or error coin like the $1.4 million one, well, let's just say your retirement just got an upgrade. Here's how to move forward if you think you've got something special. Take clear photos front and back under good light. Use your phone. That's fine. Get opinions from coin forums or Facebook groups. Places like Coin Community Forum or Reddit's r/coins are great for feedback. Submit for professional grading. Use PCGS.com or NGCcoin.com. They'll help you through the process. Sell through trusted auction houses. Once it's graded, sell through heritage auctions, great collections, or eBay with proper insurance. So there you have it, the story of the 1966 no mint mark quarter that became a millionaire's coin. Now it's your turn. Go dig through your old coins. Ask your parents or grandparents if they've got change tucked away, and check every quarter. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment below if you've got a 1966 quarter or any old coins you want me to look at in a future video. Thanks for watching, and good luck hunting for treasure in your change. Use clear, close-up visuals of quarters. Include text overlays summarizing each key point. Use slow pans, zooms, and coin sound effects for engagement. Match tone to your target audience. Calm, clear, slightly nostalgic but energetic. Would you like me to help design the video description, tags, or thumbnail text as well? Could a quarter in your kitchen drawer be worth more than a luxury home? Today, we're talking about a 1990D Washington $quarter coin that some say could be worth up to $1.5 million. That's right, $1.5 million for a 25-cent piece. But is it real? What makes it so valuable? And how can you tell if you have one? Welcome back to where we help everyday people uncover hidden treasures in their coin jars, sock drawers, and old jewelry boxes. If you're 30 or older and have inherited coins or just saved your change, hit that subscribe button, because this video might just change your life. In 1990, the U.S. Mint in Denver struck hundreds of millions of Washington quarters. Most are only worth face value, just 25 cents. But not all coins are created equal. Among these everyday quarters, some rare minting errors or unique variations have turned a few into legendary collector's items. And that's where the 1990D quarter gains attention. One coin, yes, just one, reportedly fetched $1.5 million at a private auction. But why? There are several reasons a coin like this could become extremely valuable. Coins with double dies, off-center strikes, or other factory errors can skyrocket in value. Was it accidentally struck on the wrong metal? Some coins were struck on silver planchets by mistake. If only a handful exist in mint state, especially with a rare error, they become a collector's dream. The $1 million 1990 D quarter allegedly had a rare error combined with pristine condition, an MS-68 or higher. That's nearly flawless under a microscope. Want to check your quarters at home? Here's what to look for. Date. Make sure it's 1990. Look for the letter D, just to the right of Washington's ponytail double die obverse, doubling on the date or letters. Wrong planchet. Coin is lighter/heavier than usual. Mistrike or clipped planchet condition. No scratches. Nowhere has it been in a collection since 1990. Consider grading it through PCGS or NGC. Weigh the coin. A standard copper-nickel quarter weighs about 5.67 grams. If it's off, it could be struck on the wrong planchet. Now let's talk about the market. While only one quarter has sold for $1.5 million, others from the same era with rare errors and high grades have fetched $5,000 to $20,000 plus. Even regular 1990 D quarters in MS-67 or MS-68 condition can go for hundreds. PCGS or NGC for grading heritage auctions, or Stack's Bowers Trusted Coin Dealers Bay, only with certification. Don't clean your coin. You could damage its value permanently. Here's your action plan if you think you might have a valuable 1990 D quarter. Pull out any 1990 quarters, check for a D mint mark, inspect for errors and condition, weigh the coin, submit for grading. If it looks promising, reach out to a trusted dealer or auction house. Imagine turning 25 cents into a six-figure check, or maybe even 7. These coins are rare but not impossible to find. That's why checking your change, especially from the 80s and 90s, is more important than ever. Whether you're cleaning out your parents' belongings or organizing your coin jar, keep your eyes open, because that lucky quarter could change your life. Like, subscribe, and comment below if you've ever found a rare coin or want help identifying one. We're talking about the 1990p Washington quarter that could be worth up to $1.3 million. Understanding the 1990p quarter, let's start with the basics. The 1990 Washington quarter was minted in Philadelphia, hence the P mint mark, and is made of copper nickel. On the surface, it looks like your typical 25-cent coin. Millions were made, over 613 million, to be exact. But what makes some of these quarters extremely rare is not what you see. It's what shouldn't be there, or rather, what went wrong during minting. The $1.3 million mistake. Now, here's where things get interesting. One specific 1990p quarter recently made headlines because it sold for over $1.3 million at a private auction. Why? It was a mint error. A coin struck on a planchet meant for another denomination. In this case, it was struck on a nickel or experimental planchet, a mistake that should never happen. These errors are extremely rare and prized by collectors. This kind of error results in slightly different weight, color, and feel. Some even have a slightly off-center strike or missing details. If you think you've got a 1990p quarter that looks or feels off, pay attention. A normal quarter weighs 5.67 grams. If yours is lighter or heavier, it may have been struck on the wrong planchet. If it looks more like a nickel, dull silver, or even like a dime, thinner and shinier, that's a red flag. Look for doubled images, missing edges, or off-center strikes. The more perfect the coin, the more valuable. A high-grade, uncirculated coin is much more likely to catch a collector's eye. Okay, you think you've got a valuable one. Now what? Here's your step-by-step checklist. That can reduce its value. Take it to a professional coin dealer or appraiser. Companies like PCGS or NGC can officially certify the error. Big auction houses like Heritage Auctions have sold rare coins for 6 and 7 figures. As of 2025, the coin collecting market is hotter than ever. Rare error coins, especially Washington quarters, are skyrocketing in value. That $1.3 million coin wasn't a fluke. It's part of a growing trend of collectors paying big for rare finds. Even standard 1990p quarters in near-perfect condition can fetch $50 to $500 if they're in the right grade. But those with mint errors? That's where you're looking at life-changing money. If you're between 30 and 70 and thinking, I've got drawers full of coins, now's the time to check them. That change jar in the attic or the coin collection your grandfather left behind could be worth a fortune. If you found this helpful, Hit that like button and subscribe for more coin secrets. And hey, drop a comment below if you've got a 1990p quarter. I'd love to hear your story. We're talking about a 1995 D Washington quarter that reportedly sold for a staggering $1.6 million. That's right, a single quarter, just 25 cents. Could yours be next? Minting process, Denver Mint, stacks of quarters. The Washington quarter has been a staple in U.S. coinage since 1932. The D-Mint mark? That stands for the Denver Mint, one of the major U.S. mints. In 1995, millions of these quarters were produced, but not all are created equal. Close-up of a 1995 D quarter with arrows pointing to features. Most 1995 D quarters are only worth face value, 25 cents. But a select few are worth thousands, and in one famous case, $1.6 million. So what makes the difference? Rare minting error, high-grade condition die variety, like double dies, collector demand PCGS graded coin slab with MS67 Plus label. The $1 million quarter was certified in mint state 67 Plus. That's nearly flawless, with an incredible strike and original luster. Let's walk through how you can spot a valuable 1995 D quarter in your collection. Mint mark D below the eagle on the reverse needs sharp detail, especially on Liberty. And in God we trust, clean and fully struck original mint shine. Use a magnifying glass. Look closely. Any doubling, odd spacing, or bold features could add serious value. eBay screenshots, auction house listings. Let's take a look at real numbers. Recent 1995 D quarters in high condition have sold for $301,000 for MS65 plus $3,000, $7,500 for MS67, $1.6 million for the top-rated PCGS example. Rumored private sale. Even if you don't have the $1 million one, a clean example could still put hundreds or thousands in your pocket. Here's how to do it right. PCGS, NGC Heritage, Stax Bowers, eBay, Etsy. Get multiple offers. Get your coin professionally graded before selling. Can make a difference of thousands of dollars. And avoid pawn shops. They usually offer the lowest price. Quick warning, not every 1995 D quarter is valuable. Don't fall for clickbait listings or fake auctions. Red flags: unrealistic prices with no proof, fake slabs, coins sold without certification. Always verify your sources and check recent graded auction results before making a decision. That old coin jar in your kitchen might be more than just spare change. The 1995 D Washington quarter could be your lucky find, especially if it's in top condition or shows a rare mint error. Check your change, get your coins graded, watch our other coin value videos. Did you know that a regular-looking quarter from 1993 could be worth up to $1.5 million today? That's right, one little coin that might be sitting in your drawer, in your change jar, or tucked away in an old shoebox could make you a millionaire. If you're between the ages of 30 and 70 and have ever saved your spare change, this video is especially for you. Let's take a look at the 1993 D Washington quarter and why this particular coin is making headlines in the coin collecting world. The 1993 Washington quarter was minted in two locations, Philadelphia and Denver. The one we're talking about today has the D Mint mark, which stands for Denver. It's found just to the right of Washington's ponytail on the coin. Now, in general, these coins aren't rare. The U.S. Mint produced over 600 million of them in Denver alone. So what makes this one worth a fortune? Let's get into it. Most 1993 D quarters are only worth their face value, 25 cents. But a tiny handful are different. One example recently made headlines after being valued at $1.5 million because of a combination of extreme rarity, pristine condition, and a possible mint error. The valuable coin may have a double die or off-center strike, which means something went wrong during production, making it rare. That's mint state 68 on the coin grading scale. This means the coin is in near-perfect condition with sharp details and zero scratches. Lustrous finish and sharp strike. It may even have a special finish not typical for circulated coins. Just like a rare baseball card, it's not just the year that matters. It's the condition and the unique characteristics. If you're now wondering, do I have this $1 million quarter? Here's how you can check. Look at the date and mint mark, flip the coin, and look under the word Liberty. The date should say 1993, and just beside Washington's ponytail, there should be a small D. Off-center design doubled images, especially in the lettering. Unusual shine or finish condition is key if your coin looks brand new, no scratches. No wear, you might have something special. If it's in a coin roll or old bank stash and never used, even better. Here's what you should do next. Don't clean it, never polish or clean a coin. This can destroy its value. Get it graded, send it to a reputable grading company like PCGS or NGC. A high grade can make the difference between a $1 coin and a $1 million treasure. Talk to a professional dealer, find a trusted coin dealer near you or online. They can help appraise the coin and guide you on next steps. Consider an auction house. Coins like this often sell at big-name auctions like Heritage Auctions or Stack's Bowers. So before you cash in that jar of coins or ignore that old collection from a relative, take a closer look, especially at your 1993 D. Washington quarters. A single coin could change your life. If you know someone who's always held onto old coins, share this video with them. You never know who might have a hidden gem. Be smart, be careful, and get a professional opinion before you sell. Don't forget to subscribe for more tips on valuable coins, how to spot rare errors, and what your pocket change might be worth. Hit the bell so you never miss a valuable update. And I help people just like you find hidden treasures in their coin collections. Thanks for watching, and happy hunting! Let me know if you want this as a teleprompter-style script, voiceover script, or need visuals, thumbnails, or captions. Did you know that a simple quarter from 1982, yes, the one with George Washington on it, could make you a millionaire today? I'm not kidding. One rare version of the 1982 D. Washington quarter has reportedly sold for $1.6 million. That's right. A coin you might have in your junk drawer or old coin jar could be worth more than a luxury car or even your house. Stick around, because in the next 10 minutes, I'll show you exactly what makes this coin so special, what to look for, and how you could cash in. Let's start with the basics. The 1982 D quarter was minted in Denver, which is what the D mint mark stands for. Over 480 million of these quarters were produced. So why would one be worth over $1 million? The answer lies in a few key details, and it all starts with something collectors call a mint error and the unique circumstances of coin production in 1982. 1982 was a big year in U.S. coinage. The U.S. Mint stopped making coins with dates stamped in high relief, and there were no uncirculated mint sets that year. That means collectors had to get their coins directly from circulation, and most were heavily worn. Because of that, finding a well-preserved 1982 quarter is rare in itself. But a few were struck with serious mint errors, and those are the gold mines. What makes the $1.60 million coin so valuable? 315 to 515. So here's the kicker. The $1.6 million value? That's tied to an extremely rare mint error and a pristine condition coin, graded MS-68 or higher. That's near perfection. The most valuable 1982 D quarter was a transitional error. That means it was struck on the wrong metal planchet. Some were mistakenly made on copper planchets, while others were struck using worn dies or missing certain design details. Combine that with a super high grade from a third-party grader like PCGS or NGC, and you've got a six-figure or even seven-figure coin. Here's what you need to look for if you think you've got a winner. D mint mark, look just right of Washington's ponytail. No mint set damage, coin should be clean, not scratched. Unusual weight, standard equals 5.67 grams. Use a digital scale. Off-center strike or weak lettering color, copper hue instead of silver nickel tone. Look for mint state, MS-65 or better. If you're serious, get it graded by PCGS or NGC. That grading label is what turns a $50 coin into a $50,000 coin or more. Now, what's the market really paying in 2025? Most circulated 1982 D quarters are worth face value. But coins in excellent condition, especially with errors, can fetch between $500 and $5,000. And yes, that one ultra-rare error coin sold for around $1.6 million at auction. It's rare but not impossible. Someone found one. Why not you? Here's a quick step-by-step if you think your quarter might be special. Weigh it with a digital scale. Examine details under a magnifying glass or jeweler's loupe. Take clear photos front and back. Submit to a coin grader like PCGS or NGC. Check auction sites like Heritage Auctions or eBay, but be careful. Talk to a trusted coin dealer. Get a second opinion. So there you have it. One humble 1982 D Washington quarter could change your life. If you know what to look for, go check your change jars. Look through your old piggy banks, and don't throw away those worthless coins just yet. If you found this helpful, make sure to like this video, subscribe, and share it with someone who loves old coins. You never know. Your next quarter could be $1 million surprise. We're talking about the 1994 P. Washington quarter, minted in Philadelphia. Believe it or not, one of these was valued at $1.4 million. Yep, you heard that right. $1.40 million. Let's rewind a bit. The Washington quarter has been a staple in American pockets since 1932. In 1994, the Philadelphia Mint produced over 800 million of these coins. So what makes one of them potentially worth over $1 million? First things first. Not every 1994 quarter is worth a fortune. But here's what collectors and experts are looking for. Mint mark. Look for the small P on the front, obverse of the coin, right next to Washington's ponytail. Coins in mint state MS. That means never circulated are most valuable. Misstrikes, double dies, off-center prints, and missing elements can drastically raise value. One coin reportedly sold for a staggering $1.4 million due to a unique mint error, perfect condition, and collector demand. Now let's be real. Most 1994 P quarters are still worth 25 cents. But some in pristine condition can sell for $20 to $100 or more, depending on grade. $5, $20, $50, 200 plus unique error coins. Upwards of $5,000 to $1.40 million inch. Now let's talk about that $1.4 million quarter. According to reports in the rare coin community, one specimen stood out because of a combination of flawless strike, extremely rare die error, and demand from elite collectors. This wasn't just a shiny quarter. It had a double die reverse, microscopic design shifts, and was certified as MS68+, almost unheard of for a business strike from 1994. Here's what to do. Look closely at both sides. Look for 1994 and P. doubled images, off-center designs, or missing elements. Compare against PCGS or NGC value charts. Coins must be professionally graded to hit top dollar. Here are a few tools that can help you get started. Coin loupe, 30x magnification, soft cloth or gloves to avoid oil damage. A scale, quarters should weigh exactly 5.67 grams. PCGS or NGC online lookup bay sold listings for recent market value. Okay, so you think you've got something special. Now what? Look for sold listings to price your coin right for high-end certified coins fast cash. But do your homework. Coin collector communities can help avoid pawn shops unless you really know your coin's value. They often offer way less than market price. The coin market in 2024 to 2025 has seen a big uptick in interest, especially from younger collectors and international buyers. Rare U.S. coins, especially error coins, have seen rising auction prices. That means your old coins are potentially worth more now than ever. If you're in your 30s, 50s, or even 70s, you might have a stash of coins from the 80s or 90s that you haven't looked at in years. It's worth taking 10 minutes to check those jars, drawers, or even old piggy banks. The 1994 P. Washington quarter is common, but rare mint errors can make them worth thousands or even millions. Condition is key. Get your coin graded if it looks flawless. Never clean your coins. That can destroy their value. Use trusted marketplaces and grading companies to sell. Always double-check your coin before you spend it. It might be your lucky day. Got a 1994 quarter in your collection? Drop a comment below with what you've found, or what coin you want me to cover next. We're diving into why this coin is so special, how to spot the valuable ones, and how you can find out if your quarter is worth life-changing money. The Washington quarter has been in circulation since 1932, but not all are created equal. The 1979 D quarter was minted in Denver, marked by the small d under Washington's bust on the obverse. While millions were produced, only a handful are valuable, and rarity, condition, and minting errors are what make the difference. Now, why would a coin from 1979 be worth over $1 million? Great question. Coins graded as MS-68 or higher, that's mint state, are extremely rare. Most quarters from that year are worn out from circulation. But if yours looks untouched, sharp edges, full details, no scratches, you might be holding a gem. The big money often comes from minting errors. Some 1979 D quarters have off-center strikes, double dies, or even the wrong planchet, meaning it was stamped on the wrong metal disc. These coins are incredibly rare and sought after. One particular 1979 D quarter in pristine condition with an error reportedly sold for up to $1.5 million at auction, shocking even the most seasoned collectors. Here's how you can check your coin right now. Look for the D mint mark. It should be located just below the date on the front side of the coin. Examine the condition. Is the detail crisp? Edges sharp? Any signs of wear? The fewer blemishes, the better. Look for errors. Use a magnifying glass and a good light. Check for signs of a double die, like doubled letters or numbers. Also look for any off-center stamping. Okay, so you think you might have a valuable quarter. What next? Don't clean it. Cleaning a coin can actually lower its value. Keep it in its natural state. Take clear photos, front, back, and any noticeable errors. Contact a professional grading service. Send it to PCGS or NGC, the top coin grading companies. A professional grade is essential if you want to sell at auction. Get a second opinion. There are coin dealers and Facebook groups full of experts who can help verify before you invest in grading. If your coin is indeed valuable, here are your selling options. Places like Heritage Auctions or Stack's Bowers handle high-value coins and bring serious buyers. eBay can work for lower-value coins, but make sure you know your price and look out for scammers. A great option if you want a quick sale, but always get multiple offers. So, that old quarter sitting in your change jar? It might be more than just 25 cents. It might be your ticket to a $1.5 million payday. Check your stash. Do your research, and who knows? You could be the next big coin discovery story. If you found this video helpful, give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and share it with someone who might have a hidden gem in their pocket change. And drop a comment below. Do you have a 1979 D quarter? I'd love to hear your story. We're diving into one of the most shocking and exciting coin stories out there. The 1998 D Mint Mark Washington quarter dollar. A coin you could have in your pocket right now, and it might be worth up to $1.4 million. So make sure you hit that like button, subscribe, and stick around till the end. Especially if you're over 30 and curious if that old coin collection could be your retirement jackpot. Let's start with the basics. The Washington quarter has been a staple of American currency since 1932. The 1998 D quarter was minted in Denver, which is why you'll see a small D mint mark on the front of the coin, right near Washington's ponytail. In total, the Denver Mint produced around 821 million of these quarters in 1998, so they're not rare by default, they're everywhere. But what makes some of them worth a fortune? Here's the twist, only a few of these coins are special. A 1998 D Washington quarter can be worth over $1 million if it has a rare combination of the following features. These coins were accidentally struck on the planchet for another coin, such as a dime or foreign currency. This makes them extremely rare. These are coins with mirror-like surfaces, usually not intended for public circulation. If the coin has no wear, no scratches, and is in mint state, it's very valuable. One such error coin was reportedly sold in a private auction for $1.4 million, shocking the coin collecting community. So, if your 1998 D quarter looks strange, shiny, or unusually perfect, you could be sitting on a gold mine. Find the small d under the word "In God We Trust" on the obverse, front, of the coin. Is the coin off-center? Does it look double-struck? Is the edge smooth when it should be ridged? These are signs of minting mistakes. Is it unusually shiny with frosted details? It may have been struck with proof dies by mistake. MS, mint state, grades start at MS 60 and go up to MS 70. The higher, the better. Only a few coins ever reach MS 68 plus, making them valuable. Use a magnifying glass or smartphone macro lens and take clear photos. If in doubt, don't guess. Get it graded by professionals. Now you're probably wondering, what do I do if I think I have one? Great question. Cleaning can scratch the surface and destroy its value. Use gloves or hold it by the edges only. Use services like PCGS, Professional Coin Grading Service, NGC, Numismatic Guarantee Company. These services authenticate, grade, and encapsulate your coin in a protective holder. Once graded, you'll know if you've got a jackpot. From there, you can sell it at coin auctions, through collectors, or online marketplaces like eBay or Heritage Auctions. Look, if you're in your 30s, 50s, or even 70s, this message is for you. Don't underestimate the value of your old coins. That dusty drawer or inherited collection could change your life. And it's not just the 1998 D quarter. There are hundreds of valuable coins out there. Silver dimes, wheat pennies, buffalo nickels, you name it. Check your coins. Look for that 1998 D quarter. Get it checked, and who knows, you might be holding $1.4 million in your hand right now. And remember, it's not luck, it's knowledge. The more you learn, the more treasure you'll find. If you found this video helpful, please like, share, and subscribe. And comment below if you found any interesting coins. I'd love to hear your stories.